Three things. I need a new credit card, I like to play the points game, and I'm a data scientist who has an obsession with spreadsheets. I actually want to see how much these credit cards are going to benefit me in the long run and which one is going to be the best benefit based on actual data, not just vibes. We need the data. So let's do it. So this is the spreadsheet that I made. I'm not going to bore you with every single aspect of this data sheet because a lot of it was just collecting stuff off of the internet. The rewards, the welcome offer, the annual fees, the extra perks, yada, yada, yada. So I started looking based off of my criteria. I want points for everyday spending. My highest spend categories, other than like rent, which I do not put on a credit card, are groceries and dining, and also travel. And so since I travel a lot, I want some travel perks if one can acquire them, but one is not going to pay extra to an annual fee just for lounge status. We have to make it worth it. So we got to do the math to see if it is. The two cards I ended up narrowing it down to actually do the math for the point values and the credit values, etc., various perks, are the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the Amex Gold. So since I track my spending, every single dollar I spend for the entire year of 2023, I have exactly how much I've spent and on which categories. So this is how we're going to do the math for the points categories. You can see all of my aggregates from all the months this year, and we're going to use this fancy column right here and bring them over here. So we have average grocery spend is $463, dining is $420, and travel per month is $522. And then this is just all other spending to account for like just when you get 1 points. So then we have the Chase Sapphire Reserve multipliers, and the valuation of those points is apparently 1.5 cents. So we did some math, and I will be making $81 in points. And then here we did the same thing for the Amex point multipliers, and Amex points are worth only 1 cent. So here we end up making $63 a month instead. So next up, we have to account for the actual travel credit benefits stipends. That Chase Sapphire Reserve has $300 of travel credit, and it also gives you priority pass to go to the lounge. Whereas the Amex Gold just gives you $120 on Uber Cash and $120 on dining credit. Spend $120 on each of those categories for sure. So we'll be getting the full value of that. So that's $240. And obviously $300 for Chase Sapphire Reserve. I also use that, so that is also a full $300. So now the only thing left to count is the value addition from lounge status. So once again, since I track all my spending, did a little search, and I pulled the information for how much I spend at the airport every single month. So I only had data for like half of the months of the year based off of filtering by airport, and I didn't want to do any more investigative work than that. So we're just gonna average those 6 months and extrapolate that over the course of the year. So this is what I end up with spending at the airport, $24 whole dollars. So $24 every single time I go to the airport on average. With Priority Pass, which you get with Chase Sapphire Reserve, you get to go to the lounges in each of the airports, or they have partner restaurants as well that you get $28 credit for or discount at said restaurant. So that fits perfectly with my average. I'm going to value the lounge status at $28 just to make it even and fair. I'm also anticipating that I will have 6 flights or 6 trips in 2024 for various reasons where I will need to attend the airport departing to said trip and returning. So there's 2 airport trips that you would use your status or utilize food at the airport. So that is $28 each time times 2, quick maths, $56. $56 every single time I go on a trip. The trips are already expensive. So that is absolutely adding value. So that brings me to a final total. Amex Gold, which I thought was going to be more of a contender. The Amex Gold card value, total value, is $996.60 minus the annual fee, which is $250. So the total comes out to $746.60, which is quite the benefit. The card that I'm actually going to get, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, is a base value of $1,600 and has an annual fee of $550. So that brings the final added value total for me personally to $1,061.96 just from having the credit card, just from having it and spending money on it, which is awesome. And I also didn't account for the welcome bonuses. Like this is the yearly churn. Like I'm every single year making $1,000. The first year, the welcome bonus is equivalent to like $900. So like we're really rolling in money just from spending money. Isn't this awesome? This is why it's such a fun game. Follow along for more content like this. That's all for now. Bye.